photography assistant. Hello. Hello. Hi guys, it's Mary McIntyre. Another Christmas video coming your way today. This time I'm going to finally use some molds that I bought from Shein. I want to say in spring. I've had these for months and months and months. I've got 6 of these. They are these really beautiful poinsettia flowers. They are such a Christmas staple. The shops around here in the UK are always full of poinsettia flowers. I really like the poinsettia, and as soon as I see them in shops, I just really feel very Christmassy. So I'm looking forward to doing these. Now, it's very, very difficult to get a good red mica powder that doesn't pull very far into the kind of pink family. So as part of the coloured set of resin pigments that I used the green one of in my last video, I'm going to use the red. Now, this is a very brilliant red, so I may just add a touch of my mica in there just to dull it down a smidge and make it more of that deep burgundy. Now, you could do this in layers actually, but what I'm going to do is, you can see there's quite a lot of texture in this mold. So I'm thinking once these have demolded, can you imagine just brushing it ever so slightly, dry brushing with some gold gilding wax? That would be so Christmassy. I've seen poinsettias in the shops that have gold edges on them that have been painted, and I think that's going to be gorgeous. I'm going to be using the Apex High Gloss resin. This is one that I have loads of in stock, so I will be using this, and yeah, just mixing the red pigment in it. I'm not quite sure exactly how much these are going to take, so I'll measure them and do a rough mental calculation. They're about half a centimetre, no, about 1 centimetre deep, thereabout. So if I just measure down and across and just multiply it up, and then I've got 6 of them to do. So I think they're going to look so cool. I think it would be really good with an eyelet hook in there and turn them into hanging Christmas tree decorations. I think they'd be really cool. They're a little bit too big for jewelry, I feel. Maybe a statement necklace, but I was thinking when I bought these more as a Christmas tree ornament. So I think that will be really, really pretty. So that's kind of it. I'm just going to mix my resin up off camera, add the coloured pigment, chuck it in there, and then when we demold, we can decide how much gold we're going to put on. Okay, quick and simple project. Let's get started. Hi guys, it's been a day and a half now, I think, for the poinsettias, so I'm going to demold them now. They seem to be coming away from the mold okay. Oh, there's a lot of detail in these. Yeah, you can't really see it, the detail on the silicone mold. Look at all of that detail. These are going to look epic with a bit of dry brushing for sure. So yeah, I'll probably put eyelet hooks into these and tie string to that, because I think that will let them hang a bit better than just gluing string to the back. And I really don't want to drill a hole into them, so, well, not from the front to the back anyway. If I can use my small eyelet screws and go in between some of these petals, that will look really cool. So the magic happens with this Pebeo gilding wax, and a minimal amount of it on your brush. I'm just using a very old bristly paintbrush for this. So less is more. Once you put this stuff on, you can't really take it off. So I'm dabbing a little bit on, just dab the excess off, And I'm going to put quite a bit in the center because the berries, well, it's not really berries, stamens possibly, at the center of these flowers are yellow, according to the Google search that I did. So I'm just going to dab a bit more of the gold in the center, and then with what's left on the brush I will do the dry brushing. If you've been with me a while, you will have certainly seen me use this stuff before. It's amazing. The effect that it has is really very striking. Great at highlighting texture, and red and gold just screams Christmas, traditional Christmas. Just lovely. Okay, so the centers are done. So now I'm just going to tickle each of these petals so that the texture within the leaves is picking up that wax. Or the wax is picking up the texture, I should say. Even when you think there's nothing on your brush, there is. Just keep dabbing. Oh, that's just so Christmassy. So, how gorgeous is that? These would be great if you have a napkin ring mould and put these on the front. I don't actually have any of those, but if you have a mould that will let you make napkin rings, you could always glue these onto it and it would look really nice on a traditional gold Christmas table. So I'm just using my small hand drill. It's for making jewellery, and I've chosen a spot for all of them so that they all hang the same. And I'm just starting off with the drill just to get a little hole going. And then once you've done that, these little eyelet hooks will just screw right into that hole. So the important thing when you're doing this is to try to keep them straight, because if you go in wonky, like at a strange angle, the eyelet hook can screw and actually burst out of the back of the piece. I've ruined a few ammonites with these, so you've got to be a bit careful. I've gone for the biggest because I'm thinking it'll be easier to get my hanging string through the holes. I'm a bit worried that they are a little bit too big. Should probably have gone for the smaller ones. Okay, that's the hooks in, so I'm going to now use the hook to hold these and just dab a little bit of gold around that perimeter. Right, they're looking cool. I'm going to go and find my gold thread, which I thought I'd brought up, but I haven't, because they need gold. There's no other colour going to work for me with that. It's got to be gold. So I'll be back when I've tied them up and show you the finished result. So here they are finished with the gold string hanging them. A little bit of sunshine in here. You can really see that gold picks up nicely. And they look so nice on this wreath. I may actually attach them to this permanently because I think they look really good, but they will look really nice hanging in a Christmas tree as well. You could do these in any colour. I have seen poinsettia flower displays, like Christmas decorations in gold. I've seen them in other colours, yellow, but red and gold was where I wanted to do this first. I just love them so much. They look really nice in the sun. They look really nice not in the sun. That gold just picks up beautifully. So these were very inexpensive moulds, but I think they've given a really nice result. If you was going to make these into a hair clip or a brooch or something like that, I'd be tempted to not quite fill the mould so that they're not so thick and chunky, because they are fairly thick on the sides. They're like 7mm thick, which does add a bit of extra weight. But as hanging decorations, they're just so beautiful. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, more Christmas stuff coming your way. Make sure you're subscribed, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. There's no room on my lap for you, sausage. Pushing me over. Pushing me over. What you doing? What you doing?